Is building a strong branding have become a major concern in your entrepreneurial journey? Today, we're going to be diving in the process we can build a business branding and what business branding really means. Branding is, according to my own definition, branding is a unique process in which all your information are consistent across all social media, whereby your intended audience or your customers find it not difficult to identify your products or services in the commerce. So what I mean by that is that people take branding like building a very robust website, they thought that is part of branding. But branding is the idea of making sure your information are the same across every social platform, whereby customer can be able to locate you with only one unique set of designs. Let's say, for instance, your customer check your website or check your YouTube channel. They see how you design your page and everything. Now they move to your Facebook, they find different picture. In these other pictures, you wear different shirts. In this other platform, you wear different shirts. You have different write-up. In this other platform, you write different platform. Like on a LinkedIn, you have a different write-up with different design. On Instagram, different write-up, different design, different image. That is wrong branding. So branding must consist of only one particular designs and products. And that's what you need to follow across the board. It allows your customer to be able to identify the purpose of your branding. Let me pause and pick this. It is important for you to make sure that your logo, your color, your image, your content are the same. The visual identifier is very, very important. And that is how people can be able to discover you in the marketplace. Like ease, let's say among different product services, then they can be able to identify that this is you. Let's say, for instance, in the idea of Coca-Cola or Pepsi, very easy to identify with their logo, with their design, because those are reputable, very strong company. I love to drink Pepsi, right? And anyway, I see the can alone, and I can, oh, this is Pepsi, because they have a strong branding. Coca-Cola, I don't even go there. You can't mistake when you are choosing them or when you are trying to identify them in the marketplace, because they have a strong branding. So in your branding, you have to make sure that you craft your mission statements and your value proposition, your operational philosophy, and what your business stands for. These are part of your branding. Your mission statement should be like a guiding force that tells customer what is your mission in the future towards the business, and how you want to position the business, and how they should see the business in the future. So your mission statement is circles around your idea strategies, and all this is part of branding. Your core value as an entrepreneur represent your branding. Your operational philosophy represent your branding. Your purpose represent your branding. All these are part of what you put together in one basket, in one domain called branding. Branding is very huge because it goes a long way, especially newbies who are coming into the entrepreneur mission, who have embraced the calling of entrepreneur. It is important for you to take your branding serious, because that is what speaks about you when you are not there. When you are not there, then your target audience can only identify you through your branding. How do you use your branding to hunt down your target audience? If your mission statement is not clear, like crystal, if your value proposition is not well aligned, and if your operational philosophy or your belief, what your company stands for, is not articulate, your target audience is going to find it difficult to trust your brand. So branding is very, very essential. When branding can be a gateway winning when they are well put together. Because it's important that you have to put your branding together and make sure that it's captivating. Make sure that it's customer engaging. Make sure that it's solution driven. Like in a book, like in one of my books that I finished writing, which is called The Founder Act of Fortitude, which talks about the efficacy of branding and how entrepreneurs should look into branding as an asset. The book is packed with a lot of resources and solutions. And I encourage everyone to make sure that they get the book, because there's a lot of nuggets that you can be able to pick within that book, as it's going to help you not only to have a successful business, but for you to build a legacy. Because the book is only stand. The book is written. The purpose of that book is to show business owner how they can turn their empire into legacy, like a generational calling, a generational asset, So that book is very, very grateful. Then, when you're looking about your branding, you must be able to create you must be able to create a personality in tones. What tones are you speaking in the marketplace? What tone do you want your customer to recognize your ads? How do you want customer to sense your brand in the midst of audience, in the midst of noisemaker, in the midst of other business empires? What tone are you setting for your brand? That is $1 million question, because all these cater for you to see through how branding affects entrepreneur, how branding affects every single thing that you do, including your company culture. Branding is powerful. Branding can make you make more. Branding can make you lose more. Because if you have a branding that your customer cannot be able to relate with, it is very difficult for you to break even. You might be saying maybe you are breaking even, but if you work more on your branding, you might make more or times 10 of what you are making. So there's secret behind branding. And that's why I encourage you to get the Founder's Art of Fortitude. When you're talking about the branding, you have to make sure that you don't left the strong online presence and how your business is being ranked on the search engine, because it plays a very crucial role when it comes to brand. Because if you have all these great phenomenons, but even customer you don't spend money or you don't put resources behind your branding, they won't know it, because it's not going to be visible in the marketplace. In order for you to allow your branding to be visible in the marketplace, you must be able to, pour the resources. You must be able to fund your branding. You must be able to make your voice, your branding to be heard in the marketplace, because the marketplace is very busy. And the marketplace is waiting for you. They're just waiting for all the actions that your business can be able to perform. So it is important for you to factor in all this and see how best you can make your branding to be known. You can be able to make your brand to be known, so even those your competitors can be able to say, wow, but it's not a cheap business, because branding is an asset on its own. You have to be able to spend money on marketing. You have to devote resources on marketing, digital marketing, social media marketing, content marketing, emails, newsletter. You have to use every avenue of connection to be able to connect with your intended audience, because you just want them to be thinking that yes, your brand exists. By bringing everywhere they go, your brand follows them all around. Then they're like, oh, something is going on here. Let's check out this, our friend that we have been waiting for. But if you do not put resources behind your branding, nobody's going to know that you exist. So one thing is creating a great, amazing branding. Another thing is to make sure that you have a resources that back it. That way you can be able to keep feeding your audience with what they need. Feed them with what they need. Because if you don't feed them with what they need, how do you want them to know that you exist? You have to feed them what they need. And that is why they have been waiting for you. And you have the resources, you have the solution, you have everything that they have been looking for. So why can't you feed them? That's why you use social media, you leverage on social media to be able to reach your intended audience. You use social media to your fullest, but don't abuse the social media. Make sure that social media is it delivers what you want social media to deliver, in terms of great content, great products, great services, great awareness, great connection, great forum. Because social media is already designed for you, to articulate your process. Not gone are those days whereby you have to use the newspaper, yellow page, radio, TV. Right now, TV station is now YouTube, but it's now Google. Everything you might think of, everything you might think of is at your fingertip, because they're making life, based on the innovations, how the system is being changing. We are evolving. Things is happening. So embracing this process is a plus. So it is very good for us to be able to make use of social media. That way we can even be able to, build trust and loyalty to our customer by creating all those great products and services that they have been looking for. Because when we create loyalty, customer experience increases, customer satisfaction increases. We get more testimonies coming regarding our products and services, and that's what we want. Testimonies confirms that things is happening, giving a room for other future customers to patronize our brand. So the loyalty and trust gained from the customer through online presence open another avenue of opportunities and business to our entrepreneur. So we shouldn't forget that we have to be able to create something that's going to trigger the loyalties and trust of our intended audience, our target markets. Collaborate with influencers, digital marketers. Collaborate, embrace partnership, embrace mentorship. And collaborating is part of showcasing our brand, because it's just called Branding 101. You have to master the branding performance using a metric, because it is very important for you to do this. You cannot go wrong by doing that, because everything that you will be doing, you must be able to measure it and know what you need to work on and what you don't need to work on. That way, you can be able to take your branding to the next level, because it's going to give you the idea, information regarding your branding, and everything that is happening at the background for you. So, embracing metric, like key metric to track your performance, is very crucial, because it's going to, when you use this, your engagement, your brand awareness, how your brand is being performed across the web, talking about the demography, talking about, the age group, talking about everything that you have to factor in legal considerations when it comes to branding, because you don't want to go and use other people's colors, other people's similar design, other people's logo, other people's contents. You have to be extremely careful when it comes to legal consideration when you are doing branding, like other people's trademark, because there's some certain contents that you can use, but some people already trademark it. So you have to be able to vent everything very accurate before you dive into it, because you want to be able to stay clear from any internal or external lawsuits. Lawsuits will be one of those things that you don't even want to try at all. Then community building and engagement. You want to make sure that you are engaging. You are with your brand. You are building a community of great people within your brand. You join different kind of communities. You associate with other business entity. You associate with, other business leaders in the same field, even different field. You join different platform. You join different leaders. You join different program. You join industry. You showcase yourself. You contribute towards the online presence. You contribute towards the online presentation. You contribute towards the discussion forum. A great platform like LinkedIn or Twitter, where professional settings are, it's going to open up your brand. So with branding, it allows you to build a lot of things that's going to increase your online presence and traffic. So taking branding as a great asset is one of the key things that you can ever do for your business. If you know that this video, you have learned one thing or the other, please do not forget to subscribe, like, comment, and ring the bell so that you can be able to have access to our latest content. Thank you, and we look forward to see you on our next video. Stay tuned and be blessed by the best. Peace.